In a grand golden kingdom, there lived a beautiful princess named Elara. She had everything: a big palace, shining jewels, and many servants. But there was one rule she could never break. She was not allowed to fall in love. Since she was a child, the king always warned her.
Never trust your heart, Elara.
One day, when she was young, she asked,
Why, Father? What is wrong with love?
Because love will destroy you, and this kingdom.
Elara didn't understand, but she stayed quiet. Years passed. Elara grew up, but she always felt lonely. One night, she walked alone in the royal garden. The moonlight covered everything in silver. The air was calm and quiet. Suddenly, she heard a voice behind her. "You don't look happy!" "For a princess!" Elara turned quickly. A young boy stood near the fountain. His clothes were simple, but his eyes were calm and kind.
Who are you? How did you enter the palace?
Maybe I got lost.
You should not be here. The guards will see you.
Then why don't you call them?
Elara stayed silent. She didn't know why, but she didn't want him to leave. Instead, she said quietly,
What is your name?
You can call me Irene.
After that night, Elara kept thinking about him. The next evening, she returned to the garden, and he was there again. Aaron said with a small smile,
You came back.
I should not be here, but I wanted to ask you something.
What?
What is the world outside the palace like?
Free. People laugh loudly. They make mistakes. They fall, and they get up again. The silence here is truly magical.
That sounds beautiful.
Days passed, and their meetings became a secret. They talked about dreams. They laughed together. Sometimes they just sat quietly under the stars. One night, Elara said softly,
When I'm with you, I don't feel lonely anymore.
Aaron looked at her, his expression changing slightly.
That's dangerous, Princess.
Why?
Because feelings like that can change everything.
Slowly, Elara felt something new in her heart. One evening, she whispered,
I think I understand now.
Understand what?
Why my father was afraid of love. Because it feels too strong.
You should stop meeting me.
Why are you saying that?
Because this will not end well.
No, I don't care. I choose to meet you.
One night, the king followed her. When he saw them together, his face turned pale. He shouted,
Elara!
Father! I can explain.
Who is he? You already know who I am.
Suddenly, his eyes began to glow dark. Shadows moved round his feet. Elara gasped.
Aaron, what is happening?
He is the Shadow Prince.
The king spoke with a shaking voice. Years ago, a curse was placed on this kingdom. If the princess ever falls in love, the Shadow Prince will return and take her away forever. Elara looked at Aaron, tears in her eyes.
Is this true?
Yes, I came because of the curse.
So everything was a lie?
No. I didn't plan to love you, but I do.
Dark shadows rose around them. The wind became cold. Aaron held out his hand. He said softly,
Come with me.
You will live, but not here.
Will the kingdom be safe?
Elara looked at her father. Will the kingdom be safe? The king nodded slowly, tears in his eyes. Yes, but you will leave forever. Ilara's heart broke. She looked at Aaron, then at her home. Then she whispered, I choose. She closed her eyes and took his hand. A bright light filled the sky. The shadows disappeared. When the light faded, Elara was gone. The kingdom was safe. The king stood alone, whispering, "My daughter?" And every night, when the wind passed through the palace, people said they could hear a soft voice. "I chose love, even if it cost everything."